Hello everyone, this is ToadinWonderland, and I am giving a little announcement video at approximately, well, it's Thanksgiving, so first off, happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And yes, it is like 3 a.m. in the morning, so I'm kind of like in a current state of ambience. Like, I had to try to keep my voice down so I don't wake other people up in the house. But anyway, the video for voting has been taken down with the Kirby Air Ride poll, where you guys voted on what game mode you want me to play first to complete the checklist for that particular mode. And I will give the results soon here, but first I wanted to talk about a couple of things before we get on to that. I will try not to take up a lot of your time. There's a few sites that I've recently established a bit more, like, for sharing things and different things like that, and that's, I know, weird just putting the same words like that together, but whatever. But anyway, I now have a Twitter. The Twitter has actually been created not even a month ago. It was like right at the end of October, right around Halloween, so I don't have many tweets or shares on there yet. I see I already got like people following me though, but I guess that's to be expected, because, you know, usually when you have someone of a fan from one site, you can expect to see them again in another site. I'm sure that's bound to happen. But yes, you can now stalk me on Twitter. I will try to get into the swing of it more often. I'm more of a Facebook user personally. I mean, I don't have a Facebook page created yet. I'll probably have one sometime soon in the future, because I am starting to get a little bit more established on my channel, so I figure it's getting close to that time. I'm probably going to make it around the time I get like a subscriber special or something like that. I'm not sure. But anyway, yes, you can now go to Twitter and follow me, if you will. It mainly is just somewhere where I can post random stuff and comment on other people's pages and things like that and share pictures. And it also shares, I think I had to enable it, but it should share when I post a video, including this one. Hopefully I'll have that up by the time. But yes, go to Twitter. Another site that I recently have more established. Again, this one was actually created a few months ago, but I just never got around to it because college really kept me freaking busy. I'm on fall break now, by the way, so thank God that I'm able to get things accomplished in this little bit of time that I can take advantage of. But I have a DeviantArt page, for those of you who don't know. If you've watched some of my videos from even the earliest LPs, you'll know that I actually love art. I do love to draw. I love wood burning is another hobby of mine. I don't have a huge amount of deviants shown on there yet. I think there's only around 10. For some reason, I have more of my wood burning pics, but I don't know what happened to them. I had to look into that and figure out where they are, or if I had to retake pictures of them or what. But I actually had like Pokemon stuff and things I was going to share on there of wood burnings that I did, and for some reason I can't find them. I only have one wood burning pic I found, but hopefully that should change soon. But yes, you can go to DeviantArt if you're curious to see what kinds of stuff I make. I will warn you, there's nothing like this up right now, but I do draw some subjects that are, I'm going to say, not safe for work. I mean, if I share anything like that, you do have the option to block it so that only mature audiences can view it. But that's just a fair warning I feel like I need to give you all, because you might see stuff like that from me, because I am open-minded with certain things like that, and I don't let that restrict my imagination, I'll just put it that way. But as of right now, I think you'll like what I do have up. So go check that out, and feel free to comment, or even like, favorite, whatever you like to do on DeviantArt if you use that site. And I also have a backloggery account. I mentioned this in my Pokemon Emerald video, and I think I'll be bringing it up in the next Kirby Air Ride video as well, for those who aren't fully in the mix yet. But Backloggery is a site where you can keep a full listing of all the games that you own, or even ones that you just rented or borrowed from people, whatever. But it's a good way of keeping track of what games you've played and how many of them you've completed. It's actually really good in my opinion. It's like a nice, almost like a PDA of sorts for your games, if you want to look at it that way. But it's good because you can catalog what you own, what you played, all kinds of stuff, and it even like says which ones you haven't finished yet. Like, well, you obviously input what you've done and what you haven't done, but it's a good way of just keeping track of what you need to get around to. I think so, anyway, because I am definitely someone who's like that scatterbrained and just. I have actually a good handfuls. I am going to emphasize that of games that I own that I have not even opened yet. Well, I've opened them, but I've not like gone and actually extensively played through them till the end. And I really need to do that with more games. Again, I do blame college for that. But yeah, that's that. I will have all three of these sites in the video description down below. It used to say that it'd have to be on the side because that was the old YouTube layout, but yes, it's below the video now. Unless in the future it changes, then this is completely irrelevant. But you can access all three of my sites, my Twitter, my DeviantArt, my Backloggery, in the video description, if you're into that. As of now, it has been recently updated. I'm now playing Assassin's Creed 3 at this moment. I'm trying to, anyway, again with college, but now that I got time, I can actually put attention to that game. I'm really enjoying it so far, by the way. For those of you who don't know, I do love the Assassin's Creed series. They are definitely one of my favorite series that I enjoy. And anyone who's curious, I have the Xbox version, Xbox 360, whatever you prefer. But yes, that's what I have it for. I don't have the PS3 or the Wii U version. And speaking of Wii U, I currently don't have a Wii U, but that could change in the future. It is early. I mean, now you have to be waitlisted or pre-order. But yeah, that's another subject. I think that's all I really had to say about that as far as announcements go. I know that took like over 6.5 minutes there. I'm sorry, but you know me, I blather on a long time. Okay, now it's time to move on to the poll, though. Thank you for everyone who voted. The poll was conducted starting last week, where you voted for the game mode of Kirby Air Ride, where I'm going to go back through and fully complete the checklist. All 120 missions will be completed. I've not fully figured out, someone brought this to my attention, if I should be using the purple checks or not. I think what I'll do is just restrict it for missions that require multiplayer or ones that just take an absurd amount of time. Or if worse comes to worse, I could use it for a mission that's giving me an awful hard time. I don't see that happening, though, because in the past, whenever I played this, I have been able to manually do it without the assistance of the purple checks. You'll find out what that is as we play the videos, as we unlock them. But basically, they work like Brawl, the checklists on Kirby Air Ride. They're just like Super Smash Bros. Brawl, where you have the challenges, and you have the option to just automatically clear stuff that's giving you a hard time. On this game, there are purple check boxes, where they'll just give you a free mission clear check, basically. On Brawl, it was golden hammers. They would just smash the windows to give you the trophy or sticker or whatever reward there was, or secret stage, whatever the case may be. But it's just the same on Kirby Air Ride. It's just a different visual style and game altogether. But the format is still the same. But yes, I will restrict that in certain ways that I can so that I'm not being liberal with them. I'll just put it that way. I will only use it in absolute necessity cases. Like there's one where you have to glide for over an hour. If I don't pull that off by the end of the playthrough of it, I'll just use the purple check so that I can clear that, so that you guys can see what the goodies are behind stuff like that. And the same goes for City Trial. There's like missions where you have to race over 200 miles total distance, which takes a very, 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 very long time. And by the time you complete the checklist, it's probably the last mission you'll clear. But certain things like that, I'll just automatically clear if we get to the end and it's just taking too long to clear those. But anyway, the poll was over. The video has been taken down, and I did collect all the results. I'm going to start with the ones that you guys did not vote for. Well, as a collective whole unit, not just like singling anyone out. But you people did not choose Top Ride. This I did kind of expect because, well, Top Ride is the easiest of the three modes, and I'm basing this on difficulty. I could be going on this wrong, and maybe it's just because people don't really care for Top Ride as much as the other two modes, but overall, when I counted it up, only 10 votes were conducted for Top Ride, which, as I said, I had a feeling it might not have been voted the most. Just a gut feeling, anyway. But, yes, Top Ride was the least voted of the three. For a while, by the way, before I move on to the next one, for a while, the other two modes, Air Ride and City Trial, I actually checked the night before, which was actually yesterday at the time this video will be going up. It was tied. Like, when I checked it, Air Ride and City Trial were actually tied. Like, I'm not even kidding. This was like 7 o'clock p.m. that I checked it, and I'm like, oh my god, is this seriously happening? I'm like, there's no way I'm gonna let a tie slide through here. I gotta do something so that people can change that. And they did. You people did vote it, those who saw that at the last minute, which is fine. I mean, you did have until then to vote. So, that's perfectly fine. And I wanted that to happen because I did not want to have a tiebreaker result. But anyway, you also did not vote for City Trial as a collective unit. City Trial received 22 votes overall. I actually was really surprised by this. With that said, I'll just go ahead and move on to this. The winner of the Kirby Air Ride poll was Air Ride mode at 25 votes. This was very surprising to me. The only reason I'm surprised is because I often hear that Air Ride is the least favorite of the mode of many people who have played this game. I'm just a little surprised that most votes went toward it. I personally thought City Trial was going to win, which it almost did. I mean, there's a slight difference. City Trial had 22, and Air Ride had 25. And by the way, I do have the picture up. Around this point, it should already be up in this video, so that you can see the final vote before I deleted the video. But yeah, Air Ride won. The only thing, I am curious, go ahead and comment about this, because I am curious to know why some of you might have voted toward that direction, or any of the other modes for that matter. You know, go ahead and comment. Tell me why you voted for Air Ride, or Top Ride, or City Trial. But I'm going to go ahead and take like a little stab in the dark theory here. I'm guessing people probably voted Air Ride because it's the hardest of the three modes. Personally, I think it's the hardest to complete all the missions for. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but often what I've seen is since people don't really like this mode, and I don't really know why it's the least liked. Personally, Top Ride's my least favorite, but I know everyone has different opinions. But Air Ride does tend to be more difficult, especially the missions. The missions on Air Ride are probably the hardest of the three modes, in my opinion. And I'm assuming people just want me to actually accomplish this and show all three. Kind of like a challenge to prove my worth, I guess. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people just actually liked Air Ride, but I find that a little hard to believe just based on my knowledge of the game. But yes, go ahead and comment. Tell me why you voted the choice you picked. It's perfectly fine with me. But even if it's one that didn't win, so like if you voted Top Ride or City Trial, I'm still curious, you know, go ahead and let me know why you chose it. I mean, there's nothing wrong with sharing, you know, your opinions. That's the point of polls like that, actually. But yes, since you all voted for Air Ride, you can expect a new video tomorrow. I will be recording here relatively soon because I will have a little time tomorrow, but tomorrow, well, I'm saying it wrong. Today is Thanksgiving, so later on in the day I am going to be occupied with plans, but I will be doing a little bit of recording here soon. And you can expect the next video to be posted the following day on Black Friday. It won't be early because I actually do have plans to go shopping with a friend on Black Friday for one of the Doorbuster specials. But the first video will still come up on Black Friday. It'll definitely be later that day, like the afternoon, I'm thinking, or even the evening. Just depends what time I get back and I'm able to get around to uploading it. But that's when you can expect the first Air Ride video to show up. I still haven't decided what missions I'll start out with, but you'll find out then, I guess. That's it, though. Again, thank you to everyone who voted, and happy Thanksgiving, and I will see you guys with more of Kirby Air Ride. See you guys later.